So we got the post-lunch tryptophan session, and what we decided to do is to make this a bit interactive, and we're going to give you an opportunity not to put away your phone, but actually to take out your phone. So we'll get to that in just a moment. I'm here with my colleague Stefanie Leite. I'm Phil Weilerstein, the President and CEO of VentureWell, and Stefanie is with our evaluation group, and we're here to listen and to gather some information. So let me give you a little context of who we are and why we're here. We're a longtime supporter and advocate for invention, innovation, and entrepreneurship. And we've been a partner with NAI pretty much since its outset in supporting both this meeting and also in supporting the invention community and the engagement of faculty in promoting and advancing invention, innovation, and entrepreneurship.
We need our remote.
Our remote ran off. We get the next slide.
Oh, we need a remote.
So VentureWell is an educational not-for-profit organization. We work around the US and around the world to stimulate and support opportunities for emerging inventors to find their opportunity to step into being an inventor and learning the process by doing it. We embrace experiential approaches to learning about intellectual property, about the process of creation. And our mission is to cultivate a generation of science and tech innovators and the ecosystems critical to their success. We've been doing this for 25 years, and we've had lots of impact over that time, working with thousands of individuals who have raised over $2 billion in support of their innovations and are doing all sorts of really amazing technological innovations, bringing ideas from the laboratory bench to realization in the world for both economic gain and social impact. And we've just recently embraced becoming a learning organization, sort of as a formal strategic objective. Our reason for doing this is to encourage and support our work with a continuous process of learning so that essentially we're closing the loop by examining what we're doing and feeding that back. And we want to do this in a way that's guided by the data that we can collect from the work we do, instrumenting our programs wherever they are, gathering information from communities that we engage with. And today is an example of that, developing evidence-based approaches, and we're using the evidence we're gathering to guide how we do our programming and what may help to advance the field. And in particular, sessions like this are intended to help our peer organizations like NAI to understand how to better serve their membership and how to engage you as inventors, as innovators, as supporters of the innovation ecosystem in helping to move your local ecosystems and your local environment forward on innovation. So what we're going to be doing over the next 20 minutes or so is, let me go back one, to engage in a listening session. I guess we're missing a slide. No? Well, we had a slide with sort of what we're trying to learn from you. So let me just tell you that before we hop into how we're going to do that. The intention here is to try to understand the experience that you've gained as an inventor, extract some key insights from you in a very short period of time, and to see if we can engage you as we go forward in telling your stories and sharing more about your experience as an inventor, as an academic innovator, and potentially as an entrepreneur. So I'm going to turn things to Stefanie now to give you the specific instructions, and then we'll switch over into the information gathering interactive part of the program. Stefanie?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. At this time, I'd like to invite you to pull out your cell phone or your laptop so that you can interact with us using slido.com. If you're in the back, feel free to scan the QR code. You just have to zoom in using your camera app. If you're using your laptop, please go to slido.com and enter 9090532. We'll give you a moment to do that. While we wait, though, it looks like we have some results coming in. What creature best resembles the mindset of an inventor? This one is kind of a fun one for practice. So far, we're seeing quite a few beavers. We're seeing eagles, wolves. Let's see. We have an industrious group. We have those who like to view things from a mile-high viewpoint. Ants, we have collaborators. All right.
So we can see that you view invention as an industrious process.
Mm-hmm. All right, and the next one. In what subject is your disciplinary background? This is a word cloud. Oh, we have a lot of physics, we have engineering, more specific areas of engineering, mechanical, nuclear, computer science, mechanical. Interesting. Chemistry, medicine. I love that. Business, education. Okay. All right. We have a fairly interdisciplinary group. How many patents are you named as an inventor on? Okay. Perhaps we have some administrators in the group. We have quite a few who, oh wow, okay, 31 plus.
Wow.
That industriousness is certainly coming through. 1 to 5, okay. So we have a kind of almost a split there between.
It looks like we're a little cut off on the screen here. But.
Yeah. All right. What 3 things most supported the commercialization of your invention? Definitely the market. Contacts, luck, time, money, people, determination, data, scientists, transfer team.
Stubbornness.
Stubbornness. Unmet need. Venture capital funding, consciousness. Okay. University tech office. Quite a few tech offices. Determination, partnership, persistence. Other engineers. Definitely a sharing of ideas, cross-pollination.
Thank you.
Coffee. Yep, opportunities, funding. Rich family members, hypothesis testing, failure. Absolutely, I love that. We got grad students, determination. All right. What 3 resources were most helpful to you at the early stages of your invention?
Of your first invention. So think way back as a would-be, could-be inventor, what most enabled your ability to jump in and have success there?
Mentorship, funding, startup mindset, tech transfer staff. Definitely lots of support. Inventor groups. Think and Grow Rich. That's a
Classic book.
Right? Having your own lab, schooling, willingness to take risks. All right. your advisors, inspiration, infrastructure, encouragement to submit disclosures. Okay. Definitely a lot of support from others, having opportunities, having the right mindset, persistence. All right. This one is especially important in sharing with our young innovators. What words of advice would you give to your younger self early on in your career? It's okay to fail, seek out expertise, definitely doing customer discovery. Don't give up, stress less. Start with a problem. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Be inclusive. Seek expertise, be open, let go. Learn about emotional intelligence. Stay curious, eager to learn. Think fundamentally. Definitely sage advice. Go for what you love. I'll definitely see you through all the challenges. Have fun. Focus.
Be open. That's great.
I love seeing how this kind of evolves as more responses come in. Yeah, definitely a common theme. Lean on others, persist through the challenges. All right. With what organization or university are you primarily affiliated? UTSA. Okay. Lemelson. Florida Tech, Notre Dame. All right. University of Illinois.
A veritable who's who
Yeah.
of research and technology.
Yeah, U of A, Virginia Tech. All over the country, and we have some international participants. Pittsburgh, Texas, lots of people from Texas. Great, thank you for that. It's helpful to know who's in the room. So on our last couple of questions, we'd like to invite you to serve as a role model for our young innovators. And we would cordially like to invite you to speak with us. We're planning a podcast series coming up, and we would love to hear your story about how you have your journey along your path as an innovator. So would you be willing? It looks like we have quite a few who are saying yes, and we really deeply appreciate that. We have a few maybes. All right. And we just have a couple more questions. If you're willing to follow up with us, please put your first and last name. And I wanted to say that this information is confidential. It's not going to show up on the screen, and it's only for purposes of following up with you.
So if you'd like to do a podcast, let us know who you are so we can reach back out to you. And our hope is to do this in collaboration with NAI and maybe some other inventor support organizations so that we can build a body of wise knowledge and share your wisdom and experience more broadly with the field.
Mm-hmm. We have a few people responding. Yeah, absolutely.
People like us to really the struggles of the artists.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to go one step further
Mm-hmm.
because say have a company find the right CEO. What are the right paths? How to educate leaders? We face a lot of challenges as innovators. Okay, so that's one of my suggestions. I hope this platform will help people like us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the intent, to help people like you, especially those who are just starting out and those who might be mid-career, or even those who are further along in your career. There's certainly a lot to learn and share with one another, and we are absolutely using this information to share out with the field as well as to inform our programming for early stage innovators.
Yeah, we're hoping as we get into the podcast that, all the stories will also share tales of adversity, challenges, and how those challenges have been overcome. I think some of the practices that have been developed would be really beneficial to spread across the field and particularly across institutions to help inform better approaches to supporting inventors and policies that could make the pursuit of intellectual property more accessible and more inclusive.
All right, and that concludes all of our questions.
Yeah. So thank you for taking part in the session, for participating. And if you have any questions or you weren't fast enough with your thumbs to catch up with the pace that we were going at, please reach out to either of us. Happy to follow up afterwards and give you opportunity to share more ideas and to provide an opportunity to sign up to participate further. So thank you. We'll turn the balance of our time back to the next session, and we'll conclude right here. Thank you again for your attention, and looking forward to having a chance to talk with more of you throughout the next couple of days. Thank you.
Thank you.